Hello everyone, this is Java Series 4. Here we will learn data types in Java, type conversions, functions for mathematical calculations. So first of all, let us know what is data type. In previous video, I have told you about variables. Suppose a value 5 is stored in variable a. So we used to write the expression in Java like this way. Int a is equal to 5. Now what this statement tells to compiler that value 5, which is a integer type, is stored to variable a having data type int. That means this data type indicates the compiler that in variable a value of integer type is stored. So there are two types of data types. One is primitive types and second is non-primitive type. Primitive type is further divided into two parts. One is numeric types and second is non-numeric types. Integers and floating numbers are numeric types, whereas characters and booleans are of non-numeric types. Non-primitive types are divided into three categories. One is classes, second is array, and third is interfaces. Primitive types. These types are predefined or built in nature. Example: byte, int, long, float, double, etc. They are basically categorized as numeric type and non-numeric type. Numeric type, it deals with all integer or fractional number which represents either positive or negative value. They are integers and floating numbers, as we have seen in previous slide. Integers, whole numbers which are written without using decimal point, are called integers. They are even known as fixed point numbers, which includes negative or positive integers. These data types are declared for short integer or for long integer, which are given below. Suppose we are storing integer data in a variable. So the data type we will use is int. It will occupy 4 bytes or 32 bits of memory, and the format is this one. You can simply write integer a equal to 15 in one line. And if we are storing long integer data in a variable, then long data type we have to use. It will occupy 8 bytes of memory or 64 bits of memory, and the format for writing this is this one. Floating numbers. A variable declared under floating type contains a fractional number. This data type may be a float or double. A programmer decides the type according to the needs which are given below. Suppose you are storing a small range of decimal values in a variable, then we have to use float data type. It will occupy 4 bytes of memory, and this is the format for declaring it. And if you are storing wide range of decimal values, then double data type we have to use, and it will occupy 8 bytes of memory. This is the format for writing it. Non-numeric type. It deals with all alphabets, special characters or digits which are non-numeric in nature. It includes character type, string type, and boolean type. So let us know about these three data types. Characters. Each letter available on keyboard is termed as a character according to ASCII system. A single letter is treated as a character in Java language. A character constant includes a character within a set of opening and closing single quotes. You can see this example. So there are 256 characters available in computer. ASCII coding system provides numeric representation of each character. For example, capital A to Z in ASCII the value will be 65 from 65 to 90. As you can say, the ASCII code for A is 65, the ASCII code for B will be 66. Same way, small a to Z ranges from 97 to 122. Similarly, other characters can also be represented by numeric 0 to 255. Many types of coding systems are there. We are talking about ASCII. One is Unicode. So I will make a separate video on the coding systems. Now we are following ASCII code system. Okay, and these are the values of the characters of the keyboard. Now in Java, the character and string types are explained as, this is an example. Char is a data type, chr is a variable, and m is a data. That means data m is stored in variable chr having data type char. Same way, string is a data type, str is a variable, and this one is the constant. So constant, this one is stored in variable str having data type string. By seeing this table, you can understand it clearly. Suppose you are storing a single character to a variable, then the data type you have to use is char. It will occupy 2 bytes of size. This is the format, or you can simply write char p is equal to, in single quotes, a. Remember, when we are storing a character, a single character, then we have to write it inside the single quote. And whenever we are storing a string to a variable, then we have to write in double quotes, like this way. Now, if more than one character or a word or a sentence we are storing in a variable, then string data type we have to use. It will occupy more than 2 bytes of space, and this is the format. Boolean. It is a special type where a variable contains either true or false. They are non-figurative, that means no value we store, it will just give the output as true and false. It is used as, this is the format. Flag is the variable name. Non-primitive type. Non-primitive data types are also known as derived data type or reference data type. These data types are used to store the memory address of an object. The variable used for storing memory addresses are called reference variable, and their data types are called reference data type. For example, classes, arrays, or interfaces. Type conversion. Type conversion means basically conversion of one data type to another. Integer to double, float to integer, like this way. So an expression which includes different types of variable to yield a result is known as a mixed expression. For an example, integer a, float b, and double d. As you can see, all these three are having different data type, and this is the expression double x equal to a plus b into d. In the given example, the expression a plus b into d contains different types of variables as int, float, and double data types. So such an expression is called a mixed expression. When you are dealing with different data types in an expression, the result may be obtained in any one form of the data type based on the hierarchy that we will discuss later in this video. This type of conversion is called type conversion. Basically, there are two types of type conversions are there. One is implicit type and second is explicit type. Now, implicit type. A mixed mode expression contains data of various types. However, the result need to be obtained into a specific data type. Implicit type conversion yields the data type of the result into highermost type available in the expression automatically without any intervention of the user. This line is very important. Automatically without any intervention of the user. In order to decide the highermost data type, the system follows the hierarchy, this one, of the data types as shown below. You can observe that byte is the shortest data type, whereas double is the highest data type. In case integer and float types are to be operated, it results into a float type. Suppose let us take this example: integer a, float b, float c. In the hierarchy, you can see float is the highest data type as compared to integer. So if we write the expression c is equal to a plus b, since c is having integer, a is having integer data type and b is having float data type, the outcome will be of float data type. So we have to keep the data type of c also as float. Now same example, from the above boxes you may observe that the system returns the float type value to the variable c as per the hierarchy. Hence you must declare the data type of variable c as float. Java is very powerful on data type operations. Hence while writing a Java expression, the user must be very particular of the data types. So let us take another example. Float area, base and height. All three variables are having same data type, float. It is the expression, mathematical expression, area is equal to 1 by 2 into base into height. So you may get confused that whenever you run this statement in Java, so you may get confused that the area is always 0. You will always get the answer 0 for whatever may be the value of base and height is. This is because the result of division 1 by 2 will implicitly be an integer base, that is 0, not 0.5. So when this value is multiplied with the base and height, it yields the final result as 0. As you know, anything multiplied with 0 is 0. So this expression can be rectified to get the desired result, which is shown below. That means we have to write 1.0 in place of 1 and by 2.0 in place of 2. Why? You must know why float data type is used. It is used to store decimal values. So we have to write 1 by 2 as a decimal value only. Explicit type. In some cases, the required data types depend upon the user's choice but not dependent on the system. The user forces the system to get back into the desired data type, and this is known as explicit type conversion. That means user is doing it forcefully. As you can see here, hierarchy is given. Now see, 4 examples are here. In first example, integer a double b, we have to convert the variable b as per variable a, which is having data type integer. But in hierarchy you can see double data type is the highest priority. So to convert double to integer, or you can say to go back, we have to forcefully do it. So for doing it, we have to write the data type whatever we require like this way. That means inside this bracket we have to write the data type whatever is needed. In example 2 also, integer a is equal to 65, we have to convert 65 into characters. So for that we will write char cs is equal to, in the bracket we are writing, that means forcefully we are converting integer data type to character data type. Same in example 3 as well as example 4. Now you must have noticed that data type of the resultant variable, these are the resultant variable, is obtained as per the user's choice, or you can say forcefully we are doing it. Now, mathematical functions or functions for mathematical calculations. Here I have listed some functions, many more functions are also there. So let us go through some functions. These are the built-in function, that means predefined in Java, and all the functions are available under which package? java.lang.math. So first one is sqrta. That means if we write sqrt 25, it will return 5. Mean a comma b, that means it will compare two values and return the minimum value. Just opposite of it, max ab, that means it will compare two value and return the maximum value or greatest value. Power, PO is POW is the short form for power, a comma b. If we write it as power 2 comma 2, then first one is base and second one is power. We can write it as 2 to the power 2, or 2 into 2, 4 will be the answer. Log, it returns the natural logarithm of a number. Abs means absolute value. Round means it will round off. Apart from round, ceil is there, floor is there. So thank you all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So till then, go through this topic clearly and wait for the second video. Thank you.